Hello, welcome to Super High Graphics. First, let's take a look at the intro. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel because our videos will help improve your growth and creativity.
Hello guys and welcome back to Super High Graphics. I still remain your host and coach, Shegun Peters Oluwaseun Olajuwon. So today we're looking at making a business flyer, like a sales flyer. So let's say fish and grill, something like that, if there's anything like that. But we're just trying to create a sales flyer. So delete what you have on your screen. Okay, now let's click on these three dots, click on image size. Now this first one, just click on it, wipe it out and type in 995. That's the size. So leave this other one the way it is, like this. Now okay that. Now this is the size it will give to you. Now let's give this background a color. So you come to background color here. Here's background color. Now click on color. Now we want to make use of you can make use of ordinary color, but in this case I'll be making use of gradient color. So let me make use of this green color that I have here. But for those of us that are new to this, I always give us the color code so as we won't miss it. Click on this plus sign in this case and come here. The first one, which is this first one, just click on it like this. Then you click on this color pick 2. So the color code that you'll be entering, if you want to enter the color, just click on this pen icon here and enter this code that I'm going to call out now, which is 19721 letter E. That's the color code. You get this deep green color that I have here. So the second one is a lemon green, which is on this side. Just click on this other side. Whatever you have as your code, then just click on this other side. Then you click on the color pick 2. Do the same thing. The color code is 8ACD42. That is the color code to get this lemon green color that I have here. And if you enter it correctly, just the way it is, you will have the same color that I have here as your background. So click out, and now let's start creating our design. Click on this side now to create a shape. So you click on shape, edit the shape, and click on a perfect circle shape like this. Okay, now we have the shape like this. The next thing is you can scroll down to, this is color fill, but here I want stroke. So here is the stroke option. Just increase the stroke of the shape we just created to, let's say, 15. I have a stroke of 15, but in this case I'll scroll down again. I want to give it this stroke a color. So in this case I'm not using gradient color because I have gradient color here, so I want to use a solid color. So since I have that, let me just make use of the green color that I have on the page right here. Okay, good. Now I have it, so you can just okay that to click out. Now bring this shape that we created, increase the size to fill the page. So I want to create like a small beautiful pattern like this. You can see how I have staged it on the page. Now it's touching this end but a little bit down on this side. You can see the difference. Okay, good. The next thing is just to duplicate this. Just duplicate it, bring it down like this. But I feel this one is, so let's arrange it properly. Bring it up like this. Then you bring this one here. Okay, now click on this down one and just click on relative position, center it, no, back. Just relative position, and you click on align to the center, just the center, like this. Okay, there we have it. The next thing is just to edit this particular shape. Edit it. Let's remove the stroke. So all you just have to do is stroke down. Okay, you can see it. So if you click on edit like this, then you scroll down and remove the stroke to 0. Okay, and there you have the shape. It might come to something like this. All you just have to do is increase the size again. It's that simple, like this, until you get what you want. So bring it to somewhere like this. So give it a proper positioning using relative position. Now it's at the center. You can duplicate any of the circles you have. Let me duplicate the upper one that I have here. Duplicate it and just reduce the size. I'll just reduce the size of this. But the stroke is a little bit too small already. So let me just delete it and create another circle. A circle. Now reduce it to something like this. I want it to touch the both end. So in this case, I'll just come and give it a stroke. For this stroke now, let's give it a stroke. So the stroke I have here is 15 also. You can see it. Okay, good. Now let's give this stroke a gradient color using this gradient color that I have here. But in this case, I will have to interchange it. And I mean interchange it. I want this lighter one to be here and this one to be here. You can see it. Great. Just like that, you can see the effect. Or no? Let me change it. Or it's fine. Whichever one you choose to use, it's fine. Just like this, you've created something. So you just okay it. And yeah, you are setting your backgrounds already. Click on the first one. Scroll down to shadow. Enable the shadow and just give it, let's say, a light transparent shadow like this. You can see it. So you can just bring it down. I want it to be light so to have effect. Do the same thing for the other ones. So just give it the same shadow effect. You can make this one deeper a little. Okay. Now this one too, give it the same shadow effect. You can see how we are doing everything step by step. Excuse me, sorry about that. So the next thing we are going to do now is, let's just create like a circular shape to design something here again. Just like this, reduce the size of this. It can be, let's say, around the size that we have here. Okay, bring this. Just reduce the size of this. Just okay that. Like this. Bring this here. Something like this. Now duplicate that and just bring it to this other side too. I feel like this one is not properly centered. Let me check it. Okay, you can see it's not properly centered. Okay, so create something like this. Let's make this one a black color. Let's give these small ones a black color. Black. This other one also, give it a black color. Okay, so now you can see they are like positioned at the same place. So what you are going to do now, this shape that is highlighted, this big one that is highlighted here, just come to your layer, scroll down to find it like this. So mark it and the last two shapes that we created like this. You can see that. Then you match them together. Click on this right here to match them together. Okay, that. And then you have it as the first one that has been created. All you just have to do is scroll down on your option here. Then you click on erase color. Enable erase color. But now you can see the white one disappeared. But it's the black one that I want to disappear. So I'll just click on color pick 2 and pick the color that I want to be erased. Okay it. Now you can see the other ones are back. This is good. Now the next thing is just to okay that, and we have it. Then you can click on this small one and let me bring it to the front. Bring it to the front. So you can see the shape it has created already. Now this is good. Where is my shadow effect? Enable the shadow effect, give it the same shadow effect, just like that. Okay it. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is let me insert this above one that I have here. I want to insert them. Let me even go and insert, like you can add an image to it. So in this case, I will use texture to insert an image to it. So I have the image downloaded already. Okay, here is the image. I'll just swing it like this one. Okay it. Now you can see what I have here, but now it took the space of both the stroke and everything all together. So in this case, I'll have to work with another stroke, which is the stroke outer stroke here. Enable this and just give it some sizable amount of stroke. You can see that. Then I just come back and select, let's say green color. Let's say green color like that. Okay that. There we have it. Now the next thing that I'm going to do now is this down one that I have here. Let me just create this shape here. So I'll just duplicate this shape. Just duplicate this shape also, and give it texture. You have to use different images. Excuse me, but for this I'll just make use of this image all through. So you can see this one, give it the same level of stroke also. Let's say 5, then you give it, let's say, okay, just like this. Okay that, and get a sizable amount for it. Get a sizable. So duplicate that like this. Duplicate it again like this, and come and position it right here like this. Use relative positioning for the one at the center like this. Now you have it. So what you are just going to do now is simple. The next thing is, let's create like a line. So just click out and come and click on arrow here. If you are unable to click out, or you just, let me go back. If you are unable to click out, let's say you're finding it difficult to click out, just click on layer and lock all these items that you have here. By the time you lock them, which is the two primary ones especially, you lock them, you'll be able to click out. Then you click on arrow here. Then now we are creating an arrow with no angular head. Just click on this here, click on this. Now let's get a sizable amount. Let's say 2 without stroke. Scroll down and remove the stroke. Okay it. Now edit. Sorry, let me increase the size from here so as it tuned. Okay, just like this. Now okay that, and just rotate this to have a straight line and bring it down. I want it to cover the page, so I'll just bring it down. Now let's give it a color, like give it green color also, but ensure it is straight. Ensure it is straight. You can see this. Okay, now okay that, and just come to your layer. You can just lock that, lock it so as it will not move again. Now let's get something like a logo and start imputing all the text for this design. We've made a very beautiful design here. The next thing is just to impute the text and the message that we're trying to pass across. So now let's say you want to price tag all these items that you have at the bottom here. So let's say each one costs $2. Let's see, $2, just like that. Okay, just bring it down here. Now let's check the size and give it a size of, let's say, size 20. Okay, now come to background, enable the background and give it a radius of 100. Let's make it paddling to the left 3, paddling to the right 3 also, or let's make it 5. Okay, now now we should have a perfect circle around this, around that. But before that, let's give the background a color. While it's still selected background, then you give it a color of, let's say, gradient color. You can give it this, something like this. Okay, good. Now there you have it. Just bring it down. Bring it down to somewhere like this. You can see that. Just duplicate that again and place it above every one of these texts. Just place it somewhere around them.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take
okay,
it slow.
Sorry about that. So you just
you know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown.
So just like that.
We both know how to swim, no worries as we'll fall down.
So just place the price tag on each and every one of them like that. Then you can start naming them. Let's say real fish. The size, let's give it a size of, let's say, 20 or so, or 25. Let's make it a size of 25. Then you can come to color and just make it a total black color like this. But for more effective reason, you can just make it bold like this. Then bring it down, so you can see, going by this size, it is still big, so we just reduce the size. And position it properly. So just take your time to use your position it like this. Okay, so you just duplicate that again, bring it down here, duplicate that, bring it down again. just like that. So if you have any other thing that you would like to sell, let's say cooked to specification, just like that. Okay, now you can reduce the size of this. Let's check the size. This one, the first one was, you can make this one 10. Don't worry, it might look small here, but by the time you are printing it out, color black, so it might look small here, but by the time you are printing it out, and you know I'm creating this in landscape mode, if I'm creating it in the other way around, that's a vertical mode, it will be bigger and longer than this. So that is why you are seeing it this way. So position it properly, just like this. Then you duplicate it and replicate the same thing all around. Duplicate it. So now let's say we want to add a logo to it. Just come and if you must have your logo already. So let me just say, okay, let's use this as a logo. Okay, so now let's just give it a relating color. Let's say green color, just like this. Ensure it is well positioned now, so you can add any other details, like let's say let's add let's say we want to add location. Okay, reduce the size of that, just position it. Can make the size of this 5. So duplicate it, bring it down to the center, duplicate it, just like that, as many as the informations you have to add. Okay, that's it. So let's say I'll just click on any of them, recrop them to reselect something else. Let's say this time I want to reselect phone number, something like this. All these things that you are seeing, I created them myself. I had to get everything all together and create it to the way I like it, so as I will have all of them in one place and be able to pick them up, just like that. So let's say the next one should be anything, so you crop it and select. Let's say you can just be anything at all. In this case, I have location, I have it can be any social media handle that you feel like you want. It can just be anything at all. So you just pick anything. But in this case, let me just go back. So let's say duplicate any of the text you have on your page, edit it to something like okay, let me just input phone number, or let me put address. Okay, let's say this is the address. So just like that, take your time, arrange it, duplicate it, bring it down, and position it.
Take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
Okay, just like that. So if you have any other information you'd like to add again, let's say duplicate any of the text, edit, let's say fresh fish, fresh and delicious fish, just like this. Okay, and position this here like this, duplicate, and this right here, that's depending on the informations that you have that you want to make, that you want to add to it. And you can make this one, let's say multiple colors. You can pick any of the colors on the page to add to this. Let me show us an example. Let's say you come under color, and let's say I want to change the delicious. Let me just change only the delicious to, let's say, any color. Let's say any color, but it must relate with what you have on your screen. So I have some kind of orange color on the page, so I can just choose to make use of orange color or lemon color. You can see this, so you can see what I have here. So this will make the text come out and people really see the message that you're trying to pass across. So with this, we've made a very beautiful flyer. If this was really helpful, kindly like and subscribe to this channel to get notified whenever I'm posting more videos like this. Thank you.